Hey my everythings, I hope that you all are doing well. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you would like to get notified anytime the new reads are being posted, please feel free to subscribe and also hit that notification bell so that you can get those notifications. Please excuse any noise that you hear. Someone is in the background cooking breakfast, so bear with me, okay? So let's get into the read. This read is going to be for Aquarius. Aquarius, I'm seeing that the spirit of true self is seeking security in people. It says that I'm getting like a sense of the ocean, like the ocean of emotions for you, Aquarius. And since you are like the water bearer, I think that's why the word bottled water is coming through. Like in some kind of way, you're learning how to manage your emotions during the cycle of this read by the way of the experiences that you're having, right? Because I am seeing like you may have been enraged, you may have gotten angry, and then there's a sense of what perfect looks like. So maybe you're comparing your response to, you know, anger and rage to what perfect looks like. Like, what's the perfect way to respond to this? You know what I mean? And then I'm also seeing that your actions are like how you react or respond to certain things may seem like an investment to you, okay? And in all, like when it says bottled water has to do with like filtered water, so you know what I mean? It's like your emotions and how you manage them, and especially when it comes to anger and rage, when there are obviously situations or circumstances that are outside of your control, and really how is it that you perceived other people and how they respond to certain situations in anger and rage, and are you also going to mirror that same kind of behavior in your own life, or are you going to learn how to navigate it a different kind of way to your own ideal of perfection when it comes to this is acceptable in a way to respond to something like this, or it's unacceptable in a way to respond to something like this, right? And that's why I think that I'm seeing the people card, like when it comes to you seeking security in people, because we learn behaviors externally, right? By the way of our culture, our community, stuff like that. So I am seeing that the soul has been teaching the spirit of true self a lesson with the Eastern Wind in regard to perception of what Zen is. Like, what is it to be Zen, right? And so during certain experiences, during the cycle of this read, I am seeing that that's been demonstrated to you and you've learned a certain lesson, okay? I'm also seeing that life may seem like a bit of a game to you, a bingo game in particular, or that could also represent like you being on to something, right? So like a eureka moment. Like you're on to something when it comes to being Zen. And I'm seeing that also with the Eastern Wind in regard to perception. And then with the Western Wind, I am seeing email, communication, stuff like that. The Western Wind has to do with the element fire. The Eastern Wind obviously has something to do with the element water. And you know, as human beings, we are a collection of earth, wind, air, and fire. Though specifically for this read, I'm just seeing the sense of conflict and how it happens, or whatever situation, circumstance that's outside of your control. You also have to be able to navigate, right, by the way of those Eastern and Western winds, balancing out your water and your fire, with your own sense of justice, right? Because you have to look at yourself in the mirror at the end of the day and say, how did I grow from this? Okay? So what I am seeing is that there may have been some situations during the cycle of this read where you had to set boundaries, or you learned about boundaries that someone else set with this not today card. Boundaries and her avoiding conversation, not dealing, or still upset. So what could have to do with that as well is that there is a sense of focus on other things, right? There are other things that you feel like you need to prioritize and focus more on, and you may not have time to engage or interact with other people in regard to what is important to them or what they prioritize. And that's okay. Regardless of what the situation is, it's always your intention should always be to prioritize the wellness of your soul and act in ways of spiritual maturity. So that's with respect to not just yourself, though also to others, okay? I'm also seeing the cut down card in reverse. So this is what it is, right? In the matter of like separating yourself from certain things and not giving a silence treatment, it's the balance, right? Between, it's so funny because I'm not laughing, though I am kind of laughing, right? Because it says separation, right? So you have the separation card, which is in the upright, and then it says sadness, bitterness, missing you, thinking about you, uncertain future, which most people struggle with the ideals of the fact that they don't know what's going to happen in the future. And that could be the reason why they set certain boundaries, because, you know, they rather focus on what's going on now than think about what's going to happen in the future. Though the reality of it is, whatever it is that you do now impacts what will happen in the future, right? So there's a sense of separation with this not today card, with the boundaries that have been set. However, the separation has also been reversed with this cut down card, right? Because there is no silent treatment. There is engagement with people as well, right? Because you're seeking security in people. So the same people that you seek security in, that you do have communications with, may be the same people that you also feel like you need to separate yourself from or set boundaries with. So what I'm seeing is that in regard to managing your emotions and navigating through what keeps you zen and your communications with that eastern and western wind, just balancing out the fire and water elements for you, Aquarius, is what I'm seeing. Okay? Well, child. So the emotions and the specific messages associated with the overall read are for you not to feel anxious in your communications, for you to be kind or to feel kind, for you not to feel like vulnerable. I know that communicating with others, balancing out that fire and that water is not your fault, right? Your vulnerability as a human being is not your fault. Allow your soul to raise you into the amazing spiritual being that you can be, okay? Regardless of what your vulnerabilities are. Don't be scared. This is a sensitive read. Obviously, it has to do with your emotions and how it is that you navigate and find security in people that are around you in your community and stuff like that. So that northern wind, I'm seeing that someone is like activated in their north node, right? Wanting to, that northern star for some people. And you want to stay on a path that leads you always to the wellness of your soul, right? And so being able to do that also comes from the winds kind of rocking the shit back and forth between that eastern and western wind. Communication, dialogue, vibration with the western wind, and then the eastern wind with perception and new ideas and new technologies and thinking about the future, right? New concepts. So be surprised or feel surprised, or you may be surprised by what can happen when you don't separate yourself from others, right? You may have a new friend. You may find someone that introduces you to a new way of Zen, okay? I heard someone say the other day, and this is common amongst people in the ages between teenage years and, let's say, mid-20s. We begin to ask ourselves, why are we really here? Because all of those that have come before us, they don't have it all together and they don't have it all figured out, right? And we kind of like perceive certain people, even leaders, that they may have it all figured out, though even they don't have it all figured out, right? There's a sense of grace that we need to give ourselves and a sense of grace that we need to also give to others, right? So to answer that question, like, why are we really here, is to find security on the wellness of your soul, because your soul is what matters. Regardless of the money, the power, the accomplishments and work or whatever, your soul Your soul is what matters. That is what guides the spirit of true self to be able to navigate the experiences that you have. Your soul is the one that assigns the spirit of true self to go through these experiences so that you can grow from it. So why are we here? You're here to grow. Right? If your studies are helping you grow, you know deep down in your soul that your studies are helping you grow, then that's one thing. Though if you feel like the things that you are studying or what's being taught to you is not helping you grow, then that feeling is coming from your soul. And you have to figure out, allow your soul to put you on that path to help guide you. Let your spirit guide you. Use your intuition to help bring more clarity to what Zen really is. Okay? This is the end of a karmic cycle. So congratulations. I'm happy for you. I'm seeing that you are in your own zone, or someone that you have interacted with. You've created like some type of Zen zone with them. Okay? So you should feel lucky. You should be open, to receive awareness, Zen energy, knowledge, peace of mind. Don't be irritated. Don't allow anyone to irritate you, and you don't be the source of anyone else's irritation, okay? Be joyous. Feel joyous. I'm seeing that you may have a lot on your plate, and there is no battle that you cannot overcome. There is no challenge that you cannot overcome with the strength within you, okay? Give yourself grace and give grace to others for you not to feel angry and for you to feel fortunate, okay? So if you're not familiar with how it is that I do my reads, I do them based on time that has been offered or is available to me for me to be able to share the message with you. So thank you. The time that have been offered to me is the Hierophant energy. This is someone that is of high esteem, someone that gives guidance, things of that nature. Thank you for that energy. It was being received as easy going. That Zen kind of energy was passed on to me. I may have inherited it. And so thank you. And this is from the constellation Aquarius, right? And then for that constellation also to then receive from my zodiac, because it's a celestial connection that we're on. That means that no cell phone, no landline, no email, no whatever could mess with our connection. No distance is what I'm saying. I'm talking about all the different forms of communication, though what I'm really speaking on is the main elements that create us and make us what we are the reason why we are able to have this kind of connection. And it cannot be limited by technologies or anything like that, because nature is the root of what these technologies or other human beings that have used these technologies have pulled from to create the technologies, right? So the basic forms of earth, air, water, and fire are the resources that have been used, pulled from the living earth to create the technologies that we have now. And so on a celestial level, from the Aquarian constellation, I have received an offering, and then my energy processes it. My vessel is the alchemist, okay? And then I'm able to deliver the message to you, back to you, Aquarius, okay? So thank you. And then the energy that I see you in for the cycle of the read is the Four of Swords. With this Four of Swords is recognizing like a time to rest and rejuvenate, maybe reflect a little bit and get some insight on how it is that you move forward as you are managing and navigating through your emotions, okay? You are being received in this energy as lively and unhaunted, okay? So in the past, for the cycle of this read, I am seeing that there was a sense of cosmic design, new cosmic design. While you are in this Nine of Rods energy, this Nine of Rods energy is saying that you had to stand strong in the face of adversity, no matter what it is that you were going through, and your ancestors are very proud of you. Then I'm seeing that you were in this High Priestess energy with this Eight of Pentacles. The High Priestess energy is showing me that this could either be you or someone else, someone that is spirit-led, spirit-fed, And this person navigates by the way of their intuition, okay? If you are led and navigate by the way of your intuition and spirit, then that obviously could help you with this Eight of Pentacles energy, where you are focusing on how does this contribute to my finances and me being able to move forward financially and to, you know, be financially secure and successful, though also setting boundaries with the communications that I have with certain people, and also being open to the connections that I could have with new people, right? So in this energy, I am seeing that you are being received as like radiant, shining, not obnoxious, not offensive, and not annoying. Then I'm seeing that you were in this Hermit energy, where you took the time out to focus on yourself, get yourself right. You know what I mean? Maybe reflect a little bit on what your boundaries are, and then be able to set them so that you can move forward. Like, did I grow from this? If I did grow from this, how do I move forward when it comes to other interactions that I have with other people? Because as long as I'm living, there's a strong chance that I'm going to continue to come across other spirits, other people, and that is for a reason, right? So in this Hermit energy, you are being received as bright and ethical and not corrupted. Or you may be like, what is that guiding light, so that I do know the discernment between when an energy is trying to corrupt my Zen, right? Where I can shed light with that Hermit energy, where I can shed light from the time that I've spent with myself and I focused on me being the light, right? When I'm going through life and I'm interacting with other people, how do I remain uncorrupted by their ideas, their thought processes, and, you know, and I honestly, for me, I believe that it's acceptance, because these people are going to be the way that they are. You're not necessarily there to influence them in a way that you are trying to change them, because you need to focus on yourself, right? The main thing is recognizing the fact that you have your own individual path, though you are a part of something that's bigger than you. So unless you're their specific teacher that they pay to be their teacher, you know what I mean? The universe will align them, like their souls will align them to go through certain experiences so that they grow from it naturally, okay? So then I'm seeing that you were in the Six of Rods energy, where you had the support and the guidance and the tools that you need to be able to move forward. You were received in this energy as lovable, adorable, engaging, though also maybe your perception was black and white, okay? So the support that you had was from an energy of just like setting boundaries and having the tools that you need to be able to set boundaries, whether if they're lessons learned are usually sometimes the tools that we have and that we need to move forward and setting boundaries in positions of leadership, and then also having people that help reinforce and support us in those moments where maybe we are being challenged, okay? So then I'm seeing that you were in this Two of Rods energy, where thy rod and thy staff are with me. So you have the whole world in your hands, and through a sense of technology and your forward thinking, we are the ancients in the future. Let's be very transparent. What we do now does affect how we are perceived in the future when they are referring to the ancients. I'm just being transparent. So you are being received in this energy as not lazy, not overwhelming, and focusing on what that future looks like and how you can help contribute to it. Then I'm seeing this Wheel of Fortune card, which is showing that that is your fate. It was meant to happen that way, okay? You are being received in this energy as like being delicate, or the universe or time is just being delicate with you, and how it is that you move forward so that you learn the lessons that you need to learn. Being a human is only part of the journey, and what is destined next for you depends on your spiritual maturity and your growth. Towards the end of the cycle of this read, I am seeing you in the Four of Rods energy, which represents some type of foundation and stability. You finding balance in all of it, and how it is that you navigate through these relationships, okay? You are being received as like kind of timid and shy and like controlled, though that is what gives you and fortifies your balance and your stability. And it also helps you remain uncorrupted when it comes to how it is that you are navigating your Zen. That is your base and your root chakra that I'm seeing that you're working on. May also be your sacral chakra that you're working on. Just being able to align all of them helps you form that foundation that you need to be strong and firm in how it is that you navigate in situations that are outside of your control. Okay? So in the future, I'm seeing that you will be in this King of Cups, Knight of Cups. Maybe you'll be in King of Cups one day, right? Though I'm seeing this Knight of Cups energy, where it's just showing me that you are prioritizing and like really ambitious and like forward thinking when it comes to wanting to learn how to manage and balance out your emotions and your anger and your rage when it comes to these interactions that you have with people that come and voice their opinions that's outside of your control, right? And like I said, it does come with a level of acceptance and maintaining your Zen. Don't allow people to throw you off kilter because of stuff that's going on with them. Pray for them and keep it moving. So with this Knight of Cups energy, I am seeing you as someone that is in pursuit of wanting to learn how to balance that out. And it's a timeless and a classic lesson of humanity for anyone to want to learn how to do that. And I'm seeing that you may be approaching it like in a funny way. So then I'm seeing that you will be in this Page of Pentacles energy where you're starting a new chapter on how it is that you earn and learn. So with this Page of Pentacles energy, someone may be coming to you, making you a financial offer for a new chapter in your life to begin. You will have to move forward courageously and brave. And the things that you do, just be sensible in how it is that you navigate through them, okay? Then I'm seeing this Knight of, you got a couple knights. All right. So then with this Knight of Pentacles energy, I am seeing that you are focusing also on your money. So on one end of it, it is you focusing on balancing and learning about your emotions and how you can manage them. And then with the other one, it is you balancing and focusing on your finances, your mind on your money and your money on your mind. You are being received in this energy as wise and thoughtful when it comes to how it is that you spend and invest your money, and also selfless, okay? So then I'm seeing that you will be in this Five of Cups energy, reversed. So with this Five of Cups reversed energy, that's like no conflict, no issue, no problem. And you ain't got no regrets, okay? You are being received in this energy as adorable, loving, and charming. And that's amazing for you, because not a lot of people can go through challenges of conflict or altercations or things that seem difficult to them and still have a peaceful state of mind and be received by others in a calm and zen and peaceful way, right? So then I'm seeing that as far into your future as I can see is the Magician card, where you are mastering your skills and your talents, and I'm so proud of you. So with this Magician energy, you are being received as like very clever, humorous, even cunning. That is a gift, to be cunning in certain situations, as well as not demanding. Because it just feels like the assignment of God is that you are continuing to learn from that source. Regardless of what your efforts are, regardless of how it is that you are led in any kind of way, the source of all creates those pathways for you. And what you get from it is what you learn from it and how you navigate towards the most high version of yourself, which is God's source energy, right? The one that creates. And also the one that destroys. Though the sense of destruction is only to be in transformation and transition to something new, right? So to you, Aquarius, I do send love, light, and healing energy. And I will see you all next time. My goodness, I keep on like forgetting. So I am an independent government contractor. That means that I do go out and I do volunteer service projects. And speaking of new volunteer service projects, I do want to remind you all to go out and vote this upcoming election season. That is that Mars energy that's coming in really strong. And I think that that is something that is like really important at this time right now, especially if you're an American. With that Mars energy, it does go through an orbital cycle every 2 years, right? And Mars influences a sense of responsibility and politics. So the experience of how human beings interact with each other, the responsibilities that they feel like they have. And Mars is an energy that lives externally in the constellations, though, also it has a governor within all of us, right? So that sense of responsibility that you feel like you just cannot deny is Mars energy, right? And that's why some people may need that sense of justice, or need that balance between what's right and wrong, or wanting to just navigate through that, right? So with that Mars energy, it is used as a tool to navigate how it is that you did grow or didn't grow. And pair with Saturn, that's why I think that I'm seeing that western wind, because that western wind comes from the element fire, and Mars and Saturn together influence the existence of fire and our ability to interact with it here on Earth, right? And that's just a little tidbit on how that works, right? So Saturn goes through an orbital cycle every 30 years, and Saturn influences the experiences of you learning and going through and growing from karmic lessons, and they keep track of all of it over centuries and centuries and generations of time, because as stars expand and new ones are born from the center of the earth, and you have that experience here on the planet, it is all a motion of grace, okay? So your capabilities and your ability to participate in it are a part of your covenant with God source energy. And if you need time, please just give yourself grace and give grace to others, because like I did say, there is a sense of it when it comes to the people that have come here before us that don't have it all figured out or all together, and we're not expecting them to have it all figured out and all together, right? But what we can expect anything from is from ourselves. And I just advise for you to give yourself grace, give grace to others, take it 1 second, 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 day, 1 month, 1 year at a time, okay? So, being an independent government contractor, I do go out and I do volunteer services. One of those projects that I am doing now is encouraging other people to vote. So please feel free to do that. I will put a link in the description to encourage you to do that. Also, I am doing a fundraiser to raise funds for my program, which is called Pathways to Purpose. Pathways to Purpose is including travel. So my fundraiser is for traveling, lodging, food, and fuel. If you would like to make a donation, that link for GoFundMe is also in the description section. All donations are welcomed and appreciated, as well as interactions on how it is that you feel about the elections. I don't judge. I understand both sides, okay? So feel free to do that. Also, the link for my Poshmark is also in the description section if you would like to buy nails. So feel free to explore the description section and all of those links that are available. I do thank you all for joining me, and here is the video for my fundraiser. Hey my everythings, I hope that you all are doing well. So we have a goal. Do you know how I do the service projects like American Red Cross, Habitat for Humanity, working with FEMA? I'm in the recruitment process for a new government service project. That requires relocation, and your girl needs some money. So if you or anyone that you know is willing to help in the support or the move, I would greatly appreciate it. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe, because we only have a few months. I know it's like a last minute ask, though this is something that we really need so that everything can go out and make a difference, okay? Thank you so much, and I appreciate you all for supporting the channels. Bye! I love you all so much for your appreciation and your support, the energy, the inspiration to continue to be determined to help others, share the wisdom and the knowledge that I have, because this is my footprint, right? I do send love and light and healing energy again, and I will never stop sending love and light and healing energy for as long as I live, because I know that it's necessary to all of our growth, okay? I love you, and I will see you all next time. Have an amazing day. Bye.